Hi, my name is Lauren Love, and this is my final presentation for the Certified Internship Program in the summer of 2014. This summer, I interned at the UNCW Special Collections Department. I didn't really know what to expect at the beginning of the summer, but I definitely wanted to be able to apply what I had learned in college so far, and I wanted to gain experience working in a professional office as opposed to working in retail or the service industry setting. I also wanted to get a general idea of what working in a library was like on a day-to-day basis. What was the vocabulary and terminology that was used? Were there specific softwares and things like that? The site I interned at was amazing. I had an excellent supervisor named Rebecca who just helped me out immensely. But what do you do at a special collections department? Well, we provide researchers access to items while ensuring their proper use, storage, and protection from theft and environmental damage. This can come in a lot of forms. Essentially, what will happen is a researcher will need to have a specific piece of information or a document that's relevant to a book he's writing or an article. They will then ask us for that document that they have found online, perhaps in our digital finding aids. It's our job to find that box, bring it out to them, and let them look at it while making sure that nothing happens to it that will damage it. But aside from this one part of helping researchers, the most big part of the job is maintaining and storing these very important historical documents. So what will happen is they'll come to us in boxes, like you see up in the corner, big stacks of boxes just full of papers, memorabilia, ephemera, pins, anything that's remotely pretty much 2D, small, can be included in a special collection. Then we will have to go through either preserving the order of the items in the boxes or assigning an order to the items and documents in the boxes and rehouse them in archival folders which are acid free and help preserve the state of the documents and items themselves. We then label everything, put numbers on everything, and put them in manuscript boxes, which you see down at the bottom there. We store hundreds and hundreds of manuscript boxes for hundreds and hundreds of different collections. Some of these collections are decades old, and this means that they end up sitting there sometimes for a long time without being used. As you can see in the picture that is labeled before and after, the before box is a box that hasn't been looked at for maybe a few years. Whoever processed this collection didn't put enough folders in the box, and it's causing all the documents to bend, which is damaging. So what we do is transfer everything, give everything new folders, and put it in a new box like the one you see on the other side of the picture that's labeled after. As you can see, all these documents are safe and not bent and will be good for use for decades on in the future, hopefully. So specifically the projects I worked on was updating a paper finding aid to a digital format. This meant using a lot of different programs like Microsoft Excel, an archival software called Archon, and learning how to do a lot of data entry and learning how to be very careful in entering everything. I also was able to write blog posts for the library website using Drupal, which is a content management system used to format and display blogs. I was able to do a ton of research for these blogs and get to really know how special collections libraries work. All in all, I learned a lot, a ton, way more than I thought. On the technical side, everything from Drupal, CSS, HTML, just I can't even begin. And as far as that goes, probably my biggest struggle was in teaching myself HTML. My biggest success, on the other hand, is definitely the finding aid. I love having something I can show people that has to do with what I studied in college, that is something I'm proud of, and really will help people in the future to do research and get things done. And after the summer, I definitely know that this is the career path for me, and I just have absolutely had the best time. Thank you so much for this experience.